Okay, can we talk for a minute real quick? I'm not gonna have tons of B-roll and stuff like that. I'm kind of in a place where I'm not supposed to be right now. I'm not even gonna tell you where I am. I've been shooting for my film all day. And I had something in my mind and I wanted to share it. And honestly, I'm trying to get some food at a restaurant and they're not open yet, so I figured let me take some time to share this with you real quick because I think it's important. First of all, I'm going to link my friend who's got a YouTube channel. It's called Purpose Lens. I'll link it in my description. He said something to me recently in a comment on one of my videos that really made my head explode. Something that I think is so smart. And he's a really smart guy. Like, you should definitely subscribe to his channel. He does tutorials, he teaches how to basically use cameras. And he's really like a Sony guy, I think mainly, ZV-E10 power user. He's pretty amazing, and you'll learn a lot from his channel. I learned a lot from it. He's also a really good guy. I mean, not that I know him really, really well, but he seems like a really good guy. But anyway, he said something to me the other day. You know, he's got tons of subscribers and stuff, and I have, I think, I don't know, 401 subscribers now or something like that. And it was kind of frustrating me because I wasn't getting a lot of people to subscribe, you know, but I get these amazing comments all the time. And anyway, I'm here also today because, again, I don't want to say where I am, but I'm shooting stuff for my film today that I'm working on. I'm working on a feature film. And I had to sneak some shots in somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be today. Although there was a woman working there who kind of told me it was okay. She told me, you know, as long as I didn't get hit by a car, everything was cool. But I had time in between. And that's kind of my point. My point is, like, my main thing is making art, like narrative film, and I'm a theater artist. So I'm writing plays, and I'm a performing artist mostly. So I guess I don't really deserve 1 million subscribers, maybe, on YouTube because I don't spend enough time perfecting my YouTube videos, you know? But my man from Purpose Lens said to me the other day, he goes, you know, you have 400 subscribers, congratulations, because I did a thank you video. And he said to me, you know, sometimes I picture it like there are 400 people watching me at the same time. And I was like, wow. You know, there's a lot of major theaters, like the Public Theater in New York City, like Steppenwolf in Chicago, like the Mark Taper Forum in Los Angeles. Like, if you perform in one of these theaters, they're like 380 seat houses, 400 seat, you know, places 500. I mean, if you're in a Broadway house, you know, it's going to be 1,500 people. Gigantic house, 3,000. But, you know, like, think about it. If you have millions of subscribers and you think of all those people watching you at the same time, it's almost unimaginable. But in my case, 400, that's kind of perfect for me. And the other thing is, I'm not going to change my approach with this because, you know, like, I really enjoy it, you know, and it's great practice for me. Like, I did a video the other day because I was really doing test shots for something that I'm shooting in my film, and I was testing out these angles in this location, and I decided to make it a YouTube video as well. I'm not going to tell you which one, but that's what I did. You know, it was like more practice. And I really enjoy doing YouTube, and I enjoy doing stuff like this, like sharing my thoughts. But I guess what I'm sharing today is really uncomfortable right here. What I'm sharing today is, don't be afraid to step away from this occasionally and try to, like, reimagine what you really love to do and who you are and what you're about, you know? And, you know, for me, I started to get a little frustrated with YouTube, but then I was like, yo, he said to me, if I can imagine 400 people watching me all at the same time, that's like a great house at the Public Theater. That's a very prestigious live theater. And it just, like, made me so happy. It made me feel better. So I'm imagining all of you watching at the same time. And I'm saying to you, don't worry about the acknowledgement from social media and YouTube and all that. You know, like, a friend of mine today who's going through some stuff, personal things, posted this crazy social media post. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want her to think that I'm shouting her out or, you know, singling her out. But I'm like, is that what we're really doing? Like, are we looking for this fake social media acknowledgement to make us feel better when we have some kind of personal problem in our lives. Like do we really think that all these people really care about us at all? You know, they're really thinking about us after they, you know, swipe through our video and get to the next one about gold diggers or whatever they're watching. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, you know, focus on your real life and the real people around you, the people that you can see and go eat lunch with and touch and see what their eyes look like, what their mouth looks like when they talk to you, and, you know, the people who you can call on the phone and talk to for hours and be real with, you know, who you don't have to like be perfect with on YouTube and make sure you got your lights correct and, you know, the room set up perfectly and, you know, something in the foreground and something in the background. Like, I'm trying to make these videos look as good as possible, of course, but I'm practicing for my filmmaking. You know, I'm not under the impression that anybody watching this really cares about me all that much. Now, I do understand that when you watch something for a long time, you kind of get invested in it at some point. And, you know, yeah, it's like a human thing to really find yourself caring about somebody. Just like watching a TV show or a series, like you care about these characters, and that's very human and that's very cool. You know, sorry, I'm really uncomfortable. But I'm just saying, in your day-to-day life, you know, life is fleeting. You know, it's going by fast. You know, a lot of people have died in my life over the past few years, and I'm not under the illusion that this lasts very long. You know, we're here for a moment. We're like a speck of sand in the ocean of humanity. You know, I'm here in front of the Hudson River. It's a big river. It's like, I feel pretty insignificant, but my life is important to me, and all the people that I really know in my life are really important to me. You know, I care about them. And I got some people going through some real shit, and the woman I'm talking about today, you know, I don't even know what she's been through. But I watched, you know, I read that post and I was like, she should be calling the people that she loves, who she really knows, not doing this thing on Facebook to get 700 likes and all these comments. That's bullshit. It doesn't mean anything, you know? I mean, maybe it feels good and it gives you some kind of an endorphin blast or some shit like that, but it's not real, you know? Either your family or your friends or whoever's close to you in real life, whether it be one person or 30 people or 2 people or 7 people or whatever, like the people who you really hang out with, who you share meals with, you know, who you talk to on the phone, who you maybe Zoom with or whatever, who you work with. These are the people in your life who you should be connecting with, you know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with social media. It's a cool thing. But when it comes down to the real stuff, I hope for everybody that we all have somebody we can reach out to, somebody who we think genuinely cares about us, because that's a gift, you know. And so Purpose Lens, yo, thank you for that, man. That put everything into perspective. I'm sitting here and I'm kind of doing this and I'm imagining something that I've actually seen in my life. 400 people in a theater receiving my work, you know, kind enough to come see me, you know, nice enough to pay for a ticket, nice enough to take your time and stop on my video and watch and listen to me. Like, who am I? You know, who am I to you? Nobody, but it's really kind of you and nice of you to stop here and receive me for a minute. And, you know, I hope that what I do is of some value to you. But I got to tell you, if I'm going through some real stuff, I might leave it here, but you could be pretty much rest assured that I'm reaching out to the people who really, really love me, who I know, who I don't even mess with on social media, to be honest with you. There are people in my life who, if I'm really going through something, if something is really bad, I'm probably not going to be here. Now, I might take those situations and share some kind of art that's inspiring, that's based on that, because that's what we do with our art. You know, we're trying to move people, we're trying to inspire, we're trying to, you know, elevate our consciousness to a more empathetic place, and that comes from our real life experiences, right? But I'm probably not going to share my literal stuff with you unless maybe I'm making a documentary or something like that. And that's a real thing too, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Like, have a real life too. And I guess what I'm really saying is, don't be under the illusion that those 700 likes that you got because you just posted something really personal, don't be under the illusion that any of those people would come see you if you call them and say, yo, I need to see you right now to eat lunch. Like, and you'll be there within 24 hours or 2 days or whatever. Like, you know, these people who live in Indonesia or South America or California or Mexico or Canada, whatever, they're not coming to see you. They might leave you a beautiful message. Train track. Still not going to tell you where I am. But anyway, you understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to end this now, keep it short. Thank you so much for watching. You know, I guess in a global sense, as Danny Gewirtz would say, I love you, you know, because I have love for all people, all of humanity. Even if I don't like you, there's just something, well, I'm not even going to lie. There are people who I hate. I have hatred in my heart sometimes. You know, if you're racist, if you're any kind of bigot, prejudice, like shit like that, I could hate you. I could. I'll admit it. You know, I try not to, but I could. But I try to have love for everybody. And so, thank you for being here. That's all I wanted to share. I hope for you, and I hope for me, and I hope for everybody that you have people close to you that can help you to heal when you go through the hard times. And for the YouTubers who can't get 1 million subscribers like me, you know, check out Purpose Lens and, you know, go to his website because he's a smart dude. And he epiphanied my head one day and made me feel so much better. And I got less stress about it. Like, I'm probably not going to make money from YouTube, but there is some great value in it. Because I know what it feels like to be in a theater in front of 300, 500, 1,500, one person. I know what it feels like. And every single one of those feelings are good feelings. They're valuable. They're very meaningful. You know, I did a show once for one guy during some riots in London where a theater was closed, and this dude snuck into the theater when I was rehearsing and begged me to do the show. And I did a show for one guy, and that felt just as good to me as a show I did once for 1,500 people at a university, filled with people from the adoption community. That just filled my heart, just like I've performed in theaters for 400 people, 99 seat houses, 50, like it all feels the same to me. It's all love, it's all good. So I'm happy with the 400 subscribers. I don't know how many of you are here right now, but thank you for being here. And onward we go. And have love in your life, you know, like if you have it, keep it, nurture it, work on it. And if it breaks apart every once in a while, fix it, accept it, and you know, be with what it is at that moment too. Like, things change, people drop off, people come back, whatever. You have to go with your heart and what you feel, but you know what the real shit is. You know in your heart and in your mind what's worth going through the ups and downs, because real life is ups and downs. You know, sometimes you can feel the worst about somebody who you feel the best about sometimes, because that's real life. We're human, we go through shit. You know, people are not always perfect. They're not always able to do things as well as they would like to. But if you care about somebody, you let them live. So that's it. All right, I'm gonna stop now because I'm sitting here. It's good work for my abs right now because I can't really lean back. You know, thanks a lot. And that's it. I'm done with this one. I don't want to be Gerald Undone. I'm not going to say I'm done. I'll say, all right, that's it. See you next time. I'm turning off my audio device, my Zoom H1N. This thing is awesome. 24-bit, 96 kilohertz. I'm using the Panasonic S5. I'm using my Minolta 28mm f2.8. I love this lens. It's all manual. Hopefully I'm in focus. I hope so. Otherwise, you're never going to see this. And, you know, but I'm getting used to being able to focus myself pretty much anywhere with. That is a talent. Like, get a manual lens like a Helios 44 and learn how to focus yourself. I'm going to do a video about that and tell you how I do that kind of thing. I wasn't able to do it today, but I think I nailed it, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to shut up now. Bye.